yes, they have acquired a majority stake in PoE. However, if you read the post, Chris says that they are not going to influence the content decisions that they make. They'll still be in creative control. And if you look up the history of Tencent, they invested in League of Legends and Clash, and they talked to the CEOs of those companies. Chris said that they did, and that they didn't influence the creative decisions. So GGG will still be in charge, and whatever this means, it's just more money for GGG, which means more content to us or higher quality content. Not much, just worried about PoE. I mean, I know why, because of the Tencent memes, but tell me why. Tell me why you're worried. Tell me what do you think is gonna happen. I wanna hear a good argument from the other side. So far it's like, oh no, Chinese company, they bought League. They've ended the last 3 leagues, but kept coming back and support a company that was out with the promise of being ours. Huh. I don't know. I never looked at supporting them as a way of, okay, I have put $30 to GGG or $100 to GGG, so now they have my money and now they better make something to please me. I've never looked at it like that. I looked at, oh, this spell effect looks cool. I'm gonna buy it, so I have this cool spell effect, and now I have this cool spell effect that looks cool. And that's it. That's what I paid for. Not, okay, now they better make a game that appeals to me. Like, I don't know. I never look at it like that. But I know some people do, and maybe some people who supported them with $5,000 look at it differently, but yeah. Drink that potion. Okay. Whew. Sorry. You came at a point when they were the biggest RPG, but at one point they said, here's the deal. Give us this much or we sell out. Oh, okay. Yeah, I'm a complete new F word. Yeah. I'm a breach boy. Or, well, essence boy, I guess. GGG asked for funding many times to not fall. But why aren't you happy that they didn't fail? Why aren't you happy for them that they are getting huge support now, which is going to translate into either more content or higher quality content or just more people being hired. So one of those two things, right? Like, the worst thing that can happen is that they make more MTX, right? And the best thing that can happen is that they just make more content or higher quality content each league. Like, I don't understand how this is a bad thing. I cannot see that point of view. I understand that at some point they are like, we are a small company and we are the people's company and your support is keeping us alive. But those times have passed. They have outgrown that and they're getting big money now, which I cannot see the drawbacks. And no one has presented drawbacks yet. You don't sell main share on a product that is not failing. He sold it, meaning it's not working. But they've been crushing their records every league since Breach. Like, he said that at the Bay class. Do you think he lied? Or what are you basing that on, that it's failing? They've been breaking their number records every time. Every league. 10 cents. Best I can do is 2C. Yeah, Biggie, I'm not a businessman, so you may be having a much bigger and better understanding of this than I have, but like I said, so far I haven't seen I haven't seen anyone present an argument for like an actual downside of this. Like, they're getting more money, they stay in creative control, and according to the post and according to past evidence of the same company investing into League and Clash, that didn't change things in terms of creative control or creative direction. If the game was making money, he would have went public with the CEO position, but he sold it for money, meaning he wants money, knowing it is the highest point of failing. Huh. So you think good question. If you think if they went public, do you think they would have been better, or would you have still felt the same? I mean, yeah, the company has invested in League of Legends and Clash. League of Legends is still currently the... Okay, not anymore because of Fortnite, I guess. It's still like the biggest or the second biggest game out there. It's the biggest in its genre. Clash is one of the biggest mobile games. Do you see those as failing products? Do you invest into these things thinking that they will fail and make less money? I don't think so. They also own 40% of Epic Games. There you go. Holy shit. Tencent. Those Tencent guys know what they're doing. LoL still pulls the most viewers on stream sites? Isn't? Is it Ninja pulling more viewers than League of Legends? But yeah, I get it. Like I said, yeah, LoL is not a failed game, and Clash is not a failed game, and I don't think Path of Exile is a failed game. I think that's why they invested so much into it, right? We've been discussing this in the IRL stream and now in a Grim Dawn stream. People are like, what the fuck, I just want to watch some Grim Dawn. They're talking about like another game with some Chinese company? What the fuck is going on? I'm out of here. Tencent is not a game developer, right? They're just a company that invests in games. Or in studios, I guess. And I mean, what competition, like what's out there right now that can compete with PoE, right? Diablo is in full maintenance mode. The latest update, this new season's update, was a new pet that is a reskin of an old pet. That's the new content, right? And they like change maybe some numbers on a set. That's the content, right? And then now I guess Lost Ark closed beta is coming out. Volson has 0 content. Grim Dawn is nice, and apparently it has 1,000 hours of content, but it's super slow. It's not a direct competition to PoE, especially with the size of their dev team, right? So I don't know. I think they just keep pushing whatever works for them, and I mean, yeah, we'll see, right? Like we can't know these things. Someone said in chat. Appropriately. I can't know. I understand where you're coming from, where you've already supported them so much for so long, or with so much for so long, and now they're quote unquote selling out. But it might be for the better, and we as end users might benefit from this exchange. Now the GGG has substantial backing. Hardly anyone will give excuses about small indie company. Yeah, exactly. They have no more of that excuse, which is nice because people can expect more, and I think with good reason. Tencent. Okay. Oh my God. I haven't been on Reddit yet. How big is this? 3,700 comments. Jesus Christ. Like, oh my, no, I'm gonna get autism reading this. Yeah. I have to admit, I am upset about this. And yes, I want the game to grow, but the feeling of what the game is suddenly changed. I understand where you're coming from with your earlier points, like the investment that you made, like the support that you've given them, and I understand fearing that they will lose creative control. But according to Chris, that's not gonna happen, and according to the past, right, like League and Clash, that didn't happen to them with Tencent. So I am, hopeful and relatively confident that it won't happen to GGG. It can, and we'll just have to wait and see, but yeah. I think we can be hopeful based on past evidence, right? That's my point. And I'm glad I'm glad we can have a reasonable discussion instead of just shouting like, oh, GGG's retarded, sold out to Chinese, or like, some people lose their shit. Okay, yeah. Tencent is a company. Yeah, GGG is a company too, though. So you know, of course, they also wanna maximize profits. We can take a look at this from Tencent's point of view, right? Hey, what about this ARPG market? It seems like this Path of Exile seems to be like dominating it. We already have Fortnite, we already have League of Legends, and we have Clash. So like 3 industry-leading games. Let's check out this ARPG market. Let's make an offer that GGG can't refuse. They seem to know what they're doing. The past 3 leagues they've broken their numbers every time consecutively. Let's just give them some more incentive to do better and let them steer the ship, because they seem to be doing fine, right? Even though the reaction to Beastshare was terrible, like people hated it, they still broke record numbers at the start at least, and Path of Exile still on the growing slope, I guess. So that's how I'm like. Of course, that's like the most optimistic point of view, but yeah, that's what I think. Like that's what I think. Like from Tencent's point of view, without knowing like anything, you know, concrete about them, or yeah, just reading Chemist. I mean, I'm not gonna limit the conversation on the stream. If people want to talk about it, we'll talk about it. I don't care. What would you have done? Like, would you have asked the community opinion and have Reddit decide whether or not they should, or should they have phoned their top 100 supporters and ask if, are you guys gonna keep supporting us with thousands of dollars, or could we maybe acquire some monies from the Chinese? You know, like what would you have done? I guess, or just keep things as it is and somehow pay everyone, even though they've grown so much. I don't know. I have no idea about their financial situation, right? I don't think you do either. I would be happy that I didn't have to pay to go to the stadium. Yeah. I mean, the fact that you are not the ones keeping them afloat doesn't change that the game can be good, right? I think. Like the fact that you don't have to pay for the stadium now doesn't mean you can't go. Fun fact, Tencent is actually a sister company of 50 Cent. But we'll have to wait and see. We won't know anything for like the next few months, how this changed anything. So okay, are we cool now? Can we play the video game?